Gran Turismo Sport gameplay, specifically the career mode, or maybe lack of career mode. Newsflash douchebag, I like making thought-provoking videos that encourages discussion and debates with you very fine people, and today friends, today is no different. So here's the thing, when I want to, I can be a bit overzealous and a bit impulsive with my views on things. I'm a simple man with flaws, okay? But most importantly, I understand my own shortcomings, and it's because of this that I like to hold back on things that annoy me until I get better understanding of what's in front of me. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I watched a video posted up on IGN entitled Gran Turismo Sport Campaign Walkthrough with Polyphony. Now, when this popped up on my suggested video list, I was like, ooh, this should be nice. I clicked on the link and the first thing I saw was a whole bunch of dislikes. So my immediate thought was that this may be the Forza fanboys or the Project Cars pom-pom shakers, maybe even the Assetto Corsa advocates, or maybe it's just the Gran Turismo fans who are just looking for a reason to complain over pretty much nothing at all, because let's face it, we live in an era where people find it easy to lash out at what they don't like with the use of social media, sometimes with good reasons, sometimes not. So, as the video began to play, I was expecting to see an in-depth look at driver championships. I was expecting to see a linear or maybe even a non-linear based narrative where you sign for different teams and have to acquire sponsorship. I was expecting to take a brief look at the typically slow set of starter cars that you begin with and grind out cash for those much needed upgrades, turning pokey little 110 bhp Toyota Corollas into a 500 brake horsepower monster of the track. You know, all the normal things you'll be within reason to expect from a game that understands the formula. A game that has been around since the mid-90s on the PS1 and has survived every single iteration of the PlayStation legacy from PS1 to PS4 Pro. A game that has more years worth of experience than both of its two major rivals combined. Instead, what I was left with was a hollow feeling. Now, for those of you who have not seen this video or who have not been informed about how the so-called campaign mode works, it's split up into 4 sections. Driving school, mission challenge, circuit experience, and etiquette. Now, each of these categories has a different focus, with driving school teaching basic fundamentals for car control, mission challenge pitting players in a racing scenario against the clock or AI, circuit experience, which breaks tracks into segments with each track's final test having a full lap, and etiquette, which trains drivers to be courteous and less bumpy with other cars. You unlock cars, you gain credits, and you improve your license. Results in the campaign mode are uploaded online, allowing players to compare their achievements with others. And that's it. Your quote-unquote career is a completely online-based multiplayer experience against other people around the world in a massive push to being esports focused. To be honest, I should have seen this coming, as the big clue was in the game's title, Gran Turismo Sport. I heard whispers and rumours about the omission of traditional single player offline career mode, but me being ever the optimist, I tried to ignore it. I even used the fact that they delayed the game as an argument to defend them, telling my other more cynical gamer buddies that Polyphony were using the extra time for the purpose of a single player offline career mode. The truth is, fooled me once and fooled me twice. Now listen, I work in the mobile phone and computing sector, and I've done so for a long time, and as a result makes me a big supporter of innovation. I'm all for experimental based development as long as the essence of what made you successful in the first place still remains as part of the core structure, basic fundamentals and key principles. Up until now, a proper career mode was a key part, in fact no, allow me to correct myself, it was the main selling point upon which Gran Turismo as a franchise became a fan favourite. Back in the day there was no such thing as PlayStation Network, there was no online modes, multiplayer was an afterthought, a secondary bonus feature in the form of split screen mode. Primarily, the main experience was heavily focused on that single player offline career mode. It's a formula which is tried, tested and is successful. Gran Turismo Sport has no single player offline career mode. I'm going to say this again. Gran Turismo Sport has no single player offline mode. Polyphony! Oi, excuse me, talking to you. Oi, I'm talking to you directly here. Do you realise the depth, magnitude and sheer bonkersness of what you're doing here? Why would you think this is a good idea? It's not. It's not. You spend all this time making a game to go and piss off your core fan base. Stop telling us how you want us to play and give us choice. I don't want to hear no rubbish about development times and deadlines, etc. because both Forza Motorsport 7 and Project Cars 2 each have offline career modes and online multiplayer esport elements. Now, those of you who are regulars on my channel will know that I always try to give a balanced view, looking at both positive and negative points to any discussion when sharing my opinion, but I can't do this time. I'm sorry, I just cannot, because there is no positive reason for this. It's not good. I'm so annoyed, and I don't even have a PlayStation. I'm angry for all the PS owners who have waited for the next installment of this great, well, used to be great franchise. And if you're a fan of Forza or Project Cars and you're sitting there with a big fat smirk on your face, you're probably too short-sighted to understand that this can potentially have a negative impact on you as well. Maybe not in 2017, but most definitely in the long run. You see, intense competition between gaming rivals forces each individual brand to up their game for the next release. Do you realise that part of the reason Project Cars 2 is looking so good is because as a business, they would have looked at the landscape for 2017 knowing full well Gran Turismo and Forza will be bringing titles out. From a business standpoint, they want to ensure you, the consumer, either walks out of the store with their product or even better, sways you away from the other two. With tough competition, developers are forced to work harder to impress you, which leads to better end products and a better game. And you end up getting much more value for money than you would have had they not felt the pressure to up their game. And speaking of money, you expect people to pay £50 or $60 if you're in the US for a predominantly online experience, which breeds more situations where I can't pause the game to go and use the toilet. So what you're really asking me to do is pay £50 for an unfinished game and a large dollop of inconvenience. Look, you guys know me, I'm good with analogies, so let me make it simple. Jurassic Park is not Jurassic Park if there are no dinosaurs. A cheeseburger is not a cheeseburger if there is no cheese, and Gran Turismo is not Gran Turismo without a proper fully fledged offline single player career mode. And that just about rounds things off for this video, guys. As always, I encourage you to share your thoughts and your opinions on this matter in the comments section. Are you someone that was looking forward to Gran Turismo Sport, and is this going to stop you from buying the game, or does it not matter anyway? Is it going to sway you towards Project Cars 2 or perhaps even Forza Motorsport 7? If it's your first time around here, I wish you a warm welcome. Show some support to the channel and the work I'm putting in by being friendly and hitting the like button. Oh, and also I am going to be dropping the next episode of the AutoBOURNE magazine within the next few days. It's going to be a head-to-head showdown. Now, I have been advertising the AutoBOURNE magazine quite a lot recently, but I haven't really been uploading any videos because I've noticed that you guys seem to be enjoying these discussions that I've been putting out, and I will continue to do this. But in the next few days, you will get the next episode of the AutoBOURNE magazine. It will be a head-to-head showdown. As I mentioned, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on so that you're in the loop when that happens. And if you like this video, be sure to check out all of the other discussion-based articles I've put out covering all the new racing titles as part of the Bourne Opinion playlist. Details at the end of the video and in the description box. In the meantime, I'll see you when the next video comes out, and take it easy. Peace. Do you like car reviews? Do you check out power tests? Are you a fan of head-to-head showdowns? How about having them all tied together in one convenient place? Welcome to the AutoBOURNE magazine, your one-stop shop for all of the above, presented on a weekly basis with quality content, clean-cut commentary and cars to suit everyone's pocket. What happened when the 370Z went up against the original 240? Was the American muscle car misunderstood by the British? Should you buy the brilliantly stupid John Cooper Works Mini? All questions and more will be answered as part of the AutoBOURNE magazine. Check it out now.